Now, the war in West Asia is widening out. A series of tit-for-tat strikes has now raised fears that the conflict could spread beyond its current front lines, with Egypt now potentially being pulled closer into the crisis. In the latest development, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps said that it launched an attack targeting Jordan's Al-Azraq airbase. In a statement, the IRGC claimed that the US forces had used some bunker buster bombs to strike 2 residential houses on the Qeshm Island, targeting the local residents. The response from Iran came after the US military announced that it had carried out a heavy wave of strikes against Tehran. The CENTCOM has said that its forces targeted dozens of IRGC positions, including the military command centers, in retaliation for the earlier missile attacks on the US forces. Iranian media has reported that strikes hit areas around the Qeshm Island and several cities in Khuzestan province, including Abadan. But now the war has also begun spreading into new areas. A US-owned gas storage tanker and a Greek-owned tanker at Egypt's Mediterranean port of Damietta has been hit by a drone. Now, Egypt's petroleum ministry has confirmed that there was a fire that broke out of the port, but has not mentioned a drone attack. No group has claimed responsibility for the incident yet. Now, here's a clearer way to understand the chain of events that has unfolded in recent days. The pattern follows a familiar cycle. Washington increases military action, while Tehran has responded by targeting the US interests and also its regional partners. And that pattern has played out again when the United States and Saudi Arabia had carried out strikes against Iran-backed Popular Mobilization Forces positions in eastern Iraq. At the same time, the Houthis had opened another front by targeting a Saudi-linked oil vessel in the Red Sea. And now a separate drone incident near Egypt has added another whole new dimension to the crisis, raising concerns that more countries could be drawn into this conflict. Now, analysts believe that each side is using attacks and also defense maneuvers to show strength, believing that the battlefield momentum or successful defense brings better terms at the negotiating table. The US uses strikes to force concessions from Iran, while Tehran must retaliate to show that it still has enough military prowess left to force its demands. Now, Iran has tightened its grip on global energy shipping, using the Houthi forces to choke off key maritime routes in Bab el-Mandeb. It's also holding on to its biggest leverage, the control of the Strait of Hormuz. On Thursday, Iran's Revolutionary Guard said that 2 oil tankers attempting to transit the strait with the US support had turned back after one of them caught fire. Iran has kept control of the Hormuz since the outbreak of the war. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.